The morning hustle had already begun as sleek black cars pulled into the underground parking of Harlow Technologies, one of the fastest growing tech companies on the West Coast. Inside, boardroom lights flickered on, espresso machines hissed, and the hum of anticipation filled the air. Today was supposed to be the biggest day in company history. 200 million merger with a foreign tech conglomerate. The deal would put Harlow Tech on the global map. But none of that mattered to Daniel Ross, the janitor quietly mopping the marble floors of the executive wing before the board arrived. Daniel was always early. He wore the same navy blue uniform, same worn-out boots, and carried the same quiet presence like a shadow. No one ever paid much attention to him, except to ask where the nearest restroom was, or to complain about a coffee spill. But Daniel wasn't just any janitor. Behind those tired green eyes was a father, a widower, a man who once dreamed of starting his own tech firm, before life cruelly rewrote his plans. His wife passed during childbirth, and from that moment, his world had shrunk to one thing: raising his daughter Lily. Everything else, ambitions, career, dreams, had faded behind that singular purpose. On this day, as executives swarmed the top floor with documents and tailored suits, Daniel walked into the corner conference room. He wasn't cleaning, not yet. Instead, he placed a small folded note on the polished mahogany table, right where the CEO, Julia Harlow, would sit. Then he left without a word. Julia arrived moments later, already on a Bluetooth call, gesturing to her assistant and balancing a soy latte. She noticed the note and rolled her eyes. Another complaint about the vending machine. She muttered, flipping it open. But it wasn't a complaint. It read, "You're about to sign away your company's soul. I know what they're hiding in the acquisition contract. Check clause 47C. Don't let greed blind you. DR." Her brow furrowed. The meeting was already beginning as lawyers and board members shuffled papers. Julia tried to dismiss it, but the words gnawed at her. Clause 47C. She turned to her assistant. Pull up the acquisition contract. Now, as they skimmed the legal jargon, a wave of silence crashed over her. There it was, buried deep in the contract's fine print. Clause 47C. An international intellectual property clause that would give the acquiring company full rights to every future invention Harlow Tech developed, even those unrelated to the current product lines. In short, they'd own everything forever. Her company's innovation pipeline, her employees' work, her legacy, sold for a one-time check. Julia's heart pounded. Who added this clause? Her legal counsel stuttered. It must have come from their end. We were told it was standard language. This clause wasn't in the earlier drafts, she snapped. She stood, voice trembling. We stopped the deal. Now, before I regret it for the rest of my life. The room erupted in chaos. Calls were made. Lawyers scrambled. The foreign executives looked furious. But Julia didn't care. That note, simple anonymous, had just saved her company from a slow, silent death disguised as a billion-dollar handshake. The deal was off. Later that evening, long after the executives had stormed out and the legal team dispersed, Julia sat in her glass-walled office, staring out at the skyline. She held the note in her hand like a sacred relic. "DR," she whispered. "Who are you?" It didn't take long to trace the initials to Daniel Ross, the janitor. She found him hours later, wiping down sinks in the men's restroom. "Daniel," she asked. He turned, startled. "Ma'am, I need to talk to you. He hesitated, then nodded. They sat in the staff kitchen, the hum of vending machines buzzing in the background. How did you know about Clause 47C? She asked directly. Daniel looked down at his hands. I used to be in tech. I co-founded a cybersecurity startup before Lily was born. My wife passed away during childbirth, and I couldn't manage the company and a newborn at the same time. I walked away. Been doing night shifts since then. She blinked, stunned. So you just read the contract? He shrugged. It was in the recycling bin near the exec printers. I took a peek. Old habits die hard. Julia leaned back, speechless. You saved this company? She said. Daniel gave a tired smile. Just didn't want to see good work go to waste. A week later, Harlow Technologies made a public announcement. The acquisition deal had been canceled for ethical reasons, and internal safeguards were being implemented to protect their future innovations. What they didn't say, however, was that a janitor had saved them all. But Julia didn't forget. The next morning, a formal letter was placed on Daniel's locker. Daniel Ross, effective immediately, you are appointed Director of Internal Integrity and Technology Insights. Your experience is not only valuable, it's irreplaceable. We hope you'll accept this offer. Full-time, full salary, full benefits for you and Lily. His eyes welled up. For the first time in years, someone saw him. Not just the uniform, not just the mop. That night, he walked his daughter home from school, clutching her tiny hand. Daddy got a new job, he said. She beamed. Can we get strawberry ice cream to celebrate? He smiled. We can get two. If this story touched your heart, don't just scroll by. Subscribe to our channel for more powerful, emotional stories that celebrate humanity, kindness, and the strength of the human spirit. Hit the like button if you believe heroes walk among us, even in janitor uniforms. Drop a in the comments if this made you believe in second chances. And always remember, sometimes the quietest people carry the loudest truths.